So we're at Linear. We are on St John's. We're coming into our second night now, so it's a bit of a late intro. We've had a mixture of things, and we've had torrential rain, high winds coming in. We've managed to pick what we were told was possibly the best peg on the lake, but it seems to be a weediest section of the lake. But we've been spodding. I've got a nice mix of spod mix. You've done a nice big spod mix. We've been spodding. There is fish showing, so let's hope it progresses from there.
We are aware that this is probably the hardest day taking water in UK. That's my excuse.
Get the excuses. Yeah. Wait a minute. So you see hundreds of people at Linear, and you only see a handful of catches. So that's my excuse. Perhaps I'm not in that lucky percentage. So we've got that out of the way. Right. Let's hope this last night that we've got on the lake produces. All right. We'll see you later.
Stingy nettles everywhere, aren't there? Oh, it's just gone over. Is it? Yeah, it's gone over. The line. Please be a catfish. Please be a catfish. Oh, it's a nice car. Why is my thing on the why is my rod on the floor?
High five to me.
Andrew's first fish in the net. There we go, Andrew.
Thank you.
And you were saying zigs don't work?
Zigs do not work. I was just about to pull it in as well. What's William doing?
Right. Let's get it on the mat. So what do you reckon the weight is, Andrew?
25.
26.10?
26.10.
Yeah?
Just under 27. It is the first one at Linear. Fisheries on St John's. First one for us. It's PB for me. 26.10 mirror. Loads of scars. Plenty of stories to tell. Really heavy.
There we go.
And there you go. PB.
PB. I'll trap for you, Andrew.
Winner chicken dinner for Martin. Nailed bottom leads, 3 ounce. Hybrid tackle.
Yeah,
on a zig, first one on a zig. Felt a bit strange. Absolutely over the moon with this.
There we go.
Brilliant.
Literally after a downpour of rain as well, so it's hopefully quick. This will switch them on a bit, but we'll see.
Brilliant.
Right, so we've halfway through the session. I thought better do a bit of an update. We got one night left to go, and hopefully I'll get that run. Andrew literally just had another one toner on his zig and connected with nothing. But yeah, I've had a run as well. Early on this morning, when Andrew and William went off to visit the toilet block, I had a run on my left hand rod, and I'm thinking, as I connected with it, I felt the punch of something there, and then it all flopped back. But when I got it in, there was all weed. Literally the stem of the weed was actually on the point of the hook. So yes, so the amount of weed that's out there, I'm fishing in the weed, potentially that got me the fish, but it also cost me the fish as well. So yes, yeah, so it's not going amazingly. I've lost one, Andrew's had one and lost one, so he's had a new PB, so I'm happy. We're doing alright between us, I suppose. It's just, I feel like we should have been catching a bit more, but yeah. Right, I'll carry on. Right.
That is a huge brain.
Over there is the swim where the famous coda underwater got filmed, where Danny Fairbrass and Ali Amidi caught the big plated, and I think it was the big common.
So I've got quite a sloppy spot mix going on here. Loads of MB1 boilies in there, loads of crushed boilies, mixed with 10 pellets, pigeon conditioner, all mixed in one. When I first started here, the bucket was probably up the line up here, and so we've spotted a fair bit out. There is fish showing over it, but it is very few and far between, and when we are getting the rigs back, they are caked. Right, seeing as there's no fish on my front, I'm cooking dinner. I've got 3 things on the go. Andrew's got beef curry here, from a can, quality. Tesco's or Asda, there are, beef rogan josh. I am cooking myself up spaghetti and meatballs. Again, another Asda classic. I've also just boiled the kettle so we can have a cup of coffee and having tea. And this is William's chosen dinner, a pot noodle, or as he says, spaghetti in a tub. Right, let's hope I can catch some fish. Good morning. So we had probably one of the horrendous, most windiest nights I've had fishing for a long, long while. 50, 60 mile an hour winds smashing into us all night. Beeps and beeps and beeps all night. When I actually reeled in the rods this morning, I was reeling in one of the zig rigs I put out, and literally it got within sort of like about 10 metres, and a pike erupted straight through, went for the zig. And I sort of like, oh, wait. It was like one of those things where I was like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. And it came back and hit the lead, and it was hanging off the lead. So I started pulling it towards me, and it flipped. And it bit through the zig, and the lead came back. So I literally, all I had on was lead. Nice looking pike, probably about, I don't know, 7, 8 pound. The size of his head that came up, but still nothing for me. I've had 2 chances now. I could have had a pike if somehow by magic it had stayed on, and I lost a carp to the weed yesterday, so yeah, it's not been a prolific session for me, I'll give it that, and the weather hasn't been perfect, I suppose.
It's the end of the trip really, last hour. An eventful night really. I had 2 runs, but there was nothing there on the zigs. Dan has not had anything. He's laughing at me in the background. But for me, a PB, a 2610 mirror, I'm very happy with that. That was what I came here for. I wanted a mirror, and I wanted a PB. Yeah, so really enjoyed it. Probably come back here, to be honest. Fish, breeze, nose one. Maybe later on in the year. Yeah, catch a few more fish then, make it all worth a while. Yeah, really enjoyed it here. Long pack down now and drive home. Yeah, just want to thank the Carp course and Swansea family for joining me on this weekend, on this social. William's been an absolute star. Hasn't fallen in the lake once, so always a positive. Right, I'll catch you later.
Oh, right, so that's the end of about 48 hours on St John's at Linear. Blank for me. I had my chances, and well, they weren't very good chances, but I had an opportunity. Andrew's alright, new PB for him. Yeah, reflection of the place. I really enjoyed myself, to be fair. It's a lovely place. You know, when you've got a big massive lake and it's like clean, clear water, you feel like you're fishing in a nice, clean, quality environment. And I'm not being paid to say that, it just feels nice here. So yeah, I could have done without it's because there's so many anglers on here, you do get a lot of cattiness and stuff like that. But I think, yeah, we had the bailiff coming around because we was shooing off a swan, and someone apparently reported us for throwing bricks at the swan.
Yeah, there's no bricks here, is there?
Oh well, no. Right, literally the only stones here are these tiny bits of gravel, so where we found a brick to throw at a swan it must be amazing. But yeah, I think it was literally just after Andrew caught fish, so I don't know whether it's sort of like cattiness, because there's hardly anything we caught on this edge of the lake at all. But yeah, Andrew's still packing stuff in the car, so we are literally reeling the rods in and going. So we'll see you next time we're on the bank. Ta-da!